Hello guys, according to Bloomberg and Associated Press, first F-16s are already in Ukraine. Our armed forces do not command the situation, but this is actually quite typical for the military. First, we will have to see them doing the job, and then we will discuss the results. For example, a Kerch bridge on fire. It took a year and a half for the first F-16s to arrive after the decision was made by our allies. And hopefully more and more aircraft will come to protect our skies and our territories during the year. According to the plan, 6 by the end of summer and 20 more by the end of 2024. How will we use F-16s to help us defend Ukraine and democracy and freedom around the world? I've read a lot of articles and now clearly see we definitely need, and I'm sure we will use with like 300% effectiveness, all the beautiful Falcons. So let me tell you more about how we are going to use this aircraft from an ordinary but extremely interested Ukrainian perspective. My name is Anna. I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine. Actually, today I'm still working in Kyiv, and I share all the most important news from my country on this channel. If you're new, subscribe and help us spread more information about the Ukrainian fight and the support of our allies. So, according to trustworthy sources, Bloomberg, Associated Press, first F-16s have already arrived to Ukraine, as promised by our allies, who said that by the end of July, first aircraft will be here. And today is the 1st of August. Congratulations. And hopefully in days to come, we will see F-16s in action. Once again, according to the preliminary agreements, 6 jets will come by the end of summer and 20 more till the end of the year. Honestly, this is quite few because Russia uses approximately 300 aircraft against Ukraine. And according to our military estimates, to make it even between Ukraine and Russia, we need 128. So of course, 26 or something like that won't be a game changer, but definitely much better than nothing. I know that Ukrainian pilots had to go through a very complex program of training, which included everything, including language skills. There are lots of troubles in maintenance of F-16s. They are not that simple. They are extremely specific, but at the same time, these are modern, innovative aircraft that Russia does not have. I know in your countries you already have F-35, and I'm happy for you, but F-16s will be great for Ukraine, and I'm sure you will be surprised at how effectively we can actually use them. It is also interesting to understand what are the most important missions that we plan for F-16s in Ukraine, and no, this is not the Kerch Bridge. Even though Kerch Bridge is definitely on the plan, it is extremely symbolic. It was opened by Putin after the annexation of Crimea, and its destruction will perhaps mark the end of Putin's empire and the return of Crimea back home to Ukraine. But main tasks that Ukrainian army puts in front of the F-16s are definitely the protection of Ukrainian territories, Ukrainian skies, and Ukrainian people. What is bad? That Ukraine is not allowed to strike back, and Russia uses this benefit, and they target many Ukrainian cities, for example, Kharkiv, with guided bombs. Guided bombs are pure evil because they can adjust their trajectory when flying, and Russia actually direct them 40-50 kilometers from inside Russian territory, where we cannot get the aviation, and in the result, these evil bombs destroy a lot. But with F-16s, with mid-range missiles, we will be able to shoot down such Russian bombers and thus protect more of Ukrainian lives. And if you want to see Russia defeated, join the channel, subscribe, and please share the videos on all the social media that you use, and of course if you feel like doing that. So the main task actually is to defend Ukraine. Of course, I dream that one day we will help the Kremlin star collapse, but at this moment we are speaking about the protection of Ukrainian schools, Ukrainian hospitals, Ukrainian lives. Cities like Kharkiv and F-16s can help a lot. Actually, I think that Ukraine demonstrates an extremely good performance on the battlefield, taking into account how many things we lack. And taking into account Russia's total dominance in aviation, we're not that bad, you know? And many things happening now inside the Russian Federation, with lots of their military targets reached and destroyed by very limited resources of Ukraine, and all because of our creativeness and innovation, like those drones, kamikaze drones that can actually travel almost 2,000 kilometers deep inside Russia. And I'm actually proud of that. So hopefully we will see really good changes with more F-16s coming and helping us defend and protect Ukraine. One of the things that I have to say about F-16s in Ukraine, that's a favorite topic of so many people and mine too. First of all, to thank you for this F-16 coalition and the fact that we will have new, quite innovative, if you take into account the Soviet crap that Russia is fighting with, aircraft, and I'm sure we will be able to protect more of the Ukrainian territory. But please also remember that it takes like a year and a half for Ukraine to get something that was promised or what was agreed on. And also that we need 128 and we get 26. I'm not saying it bad, but that's an explanation when many people say, why? You've got everything you need. Why didn't you defeat Russia? Why wasn't counteroffensive that successful? Well, we did not have aircraft. We do not have enough of the aircraft. And Russia is backed up by many evil partners too, by China, by the North Korea, by Iran, and many of its missiles, many of its drones are not produced in Russia. So to some extent, this is already a world war because way too many countries are involved. And our task is to protect this democracy-loving part of the world, people who care for freedom, people who respect human rights, people who hate censorship, people who accept and appreciate diversity. That's all extremely important. And believe me, this disrespect to human life that we see when Russia comes to Ukraine is also present inside Russia, in the way they treat their soldiers, their newly mobilized people, in the way they treat like youth. And that's why it is our human duty to liberate the planet from such evil and such disrespect. And hopefully F-16s will help us with that. Let me know, are you available this Saturday, 9 p.m. for a live chat? There are lots of things that we can discuss and I will be happy to spend some time with you. Let me know in the comments below if Saturday is okay for you. Please subscribe to my Instagram. I'm sharing more of my Kyiv trip there, and the link is in the description of this video. Also, I'm on X and Threads, and we have a beautiful Discord community. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming patrons and sponsors of the channel, and helping me film and write more. And I feel like I will need lots of your advice with my book as I'm approaching the final chapters. I cannot believe it's happening, but I will definitely need some of your expertise. So if I have some writers and publishers on the channel, you know where to find my email. It's in the description of the channel, and I will be grateful for any tips and advice. But most importantly, thank you for all the support that you do to my country, to my people. This means a lot, and I'm sure sometime soon we will discuss more victories with the help of F-16s. So join the channel if you're new, and thank you if you are an old-time friend of mine and of Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!